Alright, episode 3 of Making a Million. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Rounds Res, of course. Got a few eager beavers on their way in. Yes, as we finished at the last episode, our trajectory is looking pretty good. We finished episode 1, £485 or so. Episode 2, we finished, as you can see, top right at £1,913.76. That was after our insane pulls in episode 2. And speaking of, here's our, 4 of the big 5 left. We finished the day with a great sale. Last customer walking in was dropped to about £500, £600, which is fantastic. And if you've just come from that video, I, as promised, I'm going to rip the last few packs to start the day off. So let's give it a little warm up whilst we're waiting for people to spawn in and come towards the store. 20B37, 98, £5.04, 22, 102, 65. Not amazing. Not amazing. Let's rip through these a bit quicker so we can get some people in the store. Nothing crazy in these opening packs unless... No, not quite. Not quite yet. We might have overdone our pack luck. I'm not going to lie. I have a feeling that things balance out quite well with these games. And that pack luck we had last episode was kind of crazy. So main objectives, I think, for today, definitely sell those cards if we can. We want to try and get some more stock on the shelves. Taking on some feedback as well. Boxes are something I definitely want to push maybe a bit more this episode. So if we are going to expand, then maybe get some more of the basic boxes in. Try and make a bit more of a flip on it. And speaking of, thank you very much, sir. Love the stripes on your shirt. And the money in your wallets. Thank you very much. 50 quid to start the day. But yeah, just to show you what I was thinking with the boxes. The markup obviously is like £2.3 profit on the basic packs. £2.16 profit on those packs. But as soon as we look at the boxes, £12.43 markup on the boxes. So definitely, you know, even compared to the accessories with the cleanser, £3.87. So definitely more profit to be made with the boxes. And obviously the store is, you know, million maker in waiting. So we definitely want to try and find the best products we can to put out on our shelves. Now, speaking of putting some stuff on the shelves, I'm going to do a little restock here. So we need some more cleanser. So we'll get another box of 8. Not go too crazy on that. And, well, to be honest with you, as stated, let's get some more boxes out there as well. We'll try and stock up on boxes. Spend a quick £233 on the boxes. Ah, stinker. You snuck in. Nope, I could whack you over the head with that, but I really just want to... Get out of here. Get out of here. With your packs. Of course, still a sale. Still a sale. But yeah, we want to try and push the more profitable stuff for sure. So it might not look fantastic with the layout on the shelves. We'll try and organise as best we can. No one loves a messy store. But we'll put that box there, seeing as there's no space for it yet, and we'll put some cleanser on the shelf and keep that out the way as well. Yeah, and I think we'll definitely try and organise the store a little bit more. The aim, if you remember, for the next kind of bit that we want to buy is at level 10. I definitely want to show you the benefits of having a really good workbench setup. Especially if you're ripping tons of packs and getting lots of duplicates. The workbench enables another big money maker. So I'll show you all of that. We'll get into that later. But for now, let's try and get some more customers in the store, and let's see if we can sell some of those big cards to get the day going. Just under £5. There we go. Do our pricing. Someone mentioned as well, we've got some staff in the store. We might be able to get someone to do the pricing for us, and we'll work out the best kind of mark for that. But we're not going to be rushing to get some customers. We're not going to be rushing to get staff, I don't think. The staff... it's a little bit pricey for what I'm after, and we need to get to a decent level to get the ones that are a bit more affordable for the speed they work at as well. So looking at these restock speed, checkout speed, you know, it's a lot of money per day that I'm not willing to try and burn through for the sake of it. Especially when these, I mean, cashier skills are so good. I don't need to replace myself, do I? But yeah, see if we can get these sold. Are these prices good, sir? What do you think? Well, aired massively there. Just a basic card pack for you. No problemo. There you go, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah. We'll see if we can... Well, there's a few customers in the store. I think most of them are interested more in the card game tables. We'll do a few more rips. No harm in... See if we can get another hit. I will fly through these whilst it's during the day. We'll have a bit more time at the end of the day and the start of the day to slow down the packs. 2268. Might be able to sell that for a little bit. I'll take that. Again, we're at the point where 3 figures upwards is what we want to hit. Some of the cheaper cards, not so much. But they will be good to sell as many singles as we can. Wow, if only I had the money. Sir, we need you to spend your money on these big cards. They're there, you like them, you know, what's not to get. Now, if you are an avid player of the game, and you may have delved into the patch notes on the store, on the Steam page, library page, wherever you get your game from, and in the patch notes from a week or two ago, at the time of recording, there was a note from the devs about the increased chance of wealthy customers. So, for all of those that are a bit further into the game, or maybe even at the same level as we are right now, when you have cards out like this that are, you know, top end compared to what you're selling in the store. So, like, I mean, most of my cards are around that, like, you know, 8 to 30 at best. Whereas these are kind of like 800, 700. So quite a considerable markup on what you normally sell. Your basic customers generally day to day won't be able to afford those. They don't come in with that kind of cash. Allegedly. Far too much, I'm afraid. So I don't have the cash for that either. I'm one of you guys. But yes, no, the devs have introduced an increased chance. I'll put it on the screen now. They've introduced an increased chance of wealthy customers coming into the store, especially for those that have gone into grading and they're grading and they're getting, you know, like PSA 10 or you know, cards like that. Then your cards, as you'll probably see, are very expensive to sell, and not many days you'll get customers coming in to buy them. So what they've done is they've increased the chance of wealthy customers coming in that can afford those particular cards that you've got out on sale. So hopefully we'll be able to see some of these cards disappearing off the surface of our tables there in due course, but we'll keep our fingers crossed. One of the things we've been thinking about as well, and again, some feedback in the comments, I always check in those regularly, so please do let me know your thoughts. The card tables, long term going forward, might not be the play. We've seen, you know, previous days gone by, the tables have only made like a few £100 compared to stock and cards, which have made, you know, much more, sometimes in the thousands. So on a day-to-day basis, we're not going to be looking at the tables as money-making opportunities. The only way really to do that is to fill out a whole store full of them, and at the moment we're not going to have much space for that. The only reason we've got those gaming tables at the moment is the day-to-day price changes that they run with the random rarity pack, and card price might increase, but equally they might go down as well. So I mentioned, and we didn't really look at the TCG price in the phone app. But if you're really into monitoring your price levels on a day-to-day change, this features everything. So, for example, the tables affect basic card packs at the moment. This one hasn't gone down, but this one has gone up by 13p. So we're making, albeit marginally, a very small increase. And this is the game table changes. So it actually started out, you know, £4.5p, and has dropped down and is going back up. It's like a stock graph. If you like all your, you know, graphs and stuff like that, this is exactly where you need to be. But to be honest with you, the changes are minimal, and you know, it affects absolutely everything that you can buy. We'll get onto these at some point. Accessories, figurines, of everything that we could potentially get. Even the cards, individual cards can go up and down as well. So lots to check out if we wanted to, but honestly, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to have like minimal price fluctuations on stuff. Whoa, that's a lot of cards. Thank you for throwing those at me, madam. Again, boxes are where we're going to be making money. £125 there. Pretty much everyone's buying a box at the moment. Whoa, okay. The Am the Shark EX foil's been bought, so that's £680. That's my eyes. We need to get those tested. £743.50. Well, this is what one of the wealthy customers looks like, apparently. You never know. They don't necessarily come in looking like the bee's knees. I mean, that's a very regular polo and jeans looking combo there, sir. And the hairline's receding more than I care to share with you. But that takes us over £3,000. So we're definitely going to be looking at some increased stock levels and shelving units. But I think we'll leave it to the end of the day just so we can kind of take stock a little bit and get our bearings and not be rushed around by customers coming to the till. It's nice to have a little bit of time at the end of the day to get that all sorted. Alright, so we're at 9 o'clock. We've got no one coming to the store, even though there's some shady looking characters outside. No more people coming into the store. We've just got these two finishing off their card table playtime, so we'll see a little bit of money come in from them when they finish. But before we do stock, we're going to do a few cards because we've got quite a few gaps on the card tables. I mentioned I'm leaving everything under £5 for now, for good reason, which we'll get to. But as we're at level 8 and we're working our way up, let's rip some cards. Let's start with, let's clear this shelf if we can, because we want to make some shelf space for more boxes, I think is the plan, before the next day opens. So let's see if we can get some more nice pulls. Any sneaky god packs? Don't want to ask for too much. Maybe I am already, but yeah, £100 plus cards. Mad if we can get £1,000 worth of cards. And obviously we'd love to see a ghost pack or a ghost card in a pack at some point as well. Those are, in terms of RNG, quite difficult to hit. So I'm not expecting to see many of those early days. Let's do some, for mixing it up sakes, let's do some basic card packs as well. Let's sit in the corner, pretend no one can see us. These aren't gonna be too expensive if they're all as basic as they suggest. But yeah, at the start of the day and the end of the day, we'll try and rip some when we're not got too much pressure on the till from people coming in. 1731 for a goopy. That's fine. Anything else to finish off the day? No. Okay, so pack-wise, I'm going to see if I can do a little reshuffle. So we'll grab one of our empty boxes. We're not going to be disposing too many of those if I can help it. Let's put those down there. You know what? I'll organise this a little bit, and then we'll come back when I've ordered some more boxes in and fill out the shelf a bit more. Okay, so yeah, end of the day, we sold one of our big 5 cards from last epi, so let's have a look at our earnings for day 6. A nice increase to, yeah, £1,252 profit. So we'll go into day 7, and hopefully we can sell some more and get some more boxes out the door. Day 7 is upon us. And as tradition, we'll open, well, they're basic, but they're still packs. So let's start the day rinsing through and see if we can get some big numbers. There's a few we can put out on the stand. Anything above a £5. There's a couple in there. Yeah, another couple in there. These are all decent. And every time we open a pack, you'll notice that our XP will increase as well at the top. I think that's based off the value of the pack. So again, a dud pack like that, 8 XP. There's a few more in that one, but that was 19 XP. So that's kind of how that works if you're interested. But yeah, we'll open up the store. I think at some point today, I'd like to put in some more shelving units. So £450 for the shelving unit, and then ideally filling it with boxes. Boxes are going to be the best profit flip, so yeah, we'll work towards that. In terms of the cards, we've still got a few gaps on the table, so 17, 10, 8, 6, just above 5, and just above 5 as well. Sorry, sir, you're going to have to wait just a second for me. I did open prematurely. to be fair to him. But yeah, £19 maybe we can make on that. A little bit less for the rest of these, I think. I kind of do these. I know people have a method with like 10% and round and things like that, and I'll be very honest with you, that's a very solid, easy way to do the numbering for prices and stuff. But I kind of just do them personally on the fly, and kind of do a little bit of a markup on some, a bit more on some of the more pricey cards. So take it with a pinch of salt. I'm kind of toying with the prices and kind of figuring it out as we go. Still looking to make money, of course, but if they're too pricey, I'll bring them down so they get sold at the very least. Okay, nice little bit of cash from you, sir. Thank you very much. 72.50. Might go and play a game too. Right, I think just whilst it's quiet and we've got a bit of time, I'm going to do as suggested. We're going to buy another shelf. So 450. That's going to take us back under 3 grand. But that's fine, as long as we're finishing in the green, we'll be okay, I think. So let's slot that in there. And then we've got space for... So let's count the boxes. 4 boxes to a space. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24 boxes. So we'll work out how much... And we've got a stinker. I know this isn't the spray I set aside, but we'll sell it anyway. I've already forgotten the number I said. How many boxes? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24 boxes to buy. So we'll get those ordered and put on the shelf. See if we can sell and get back over 3,000. Shouldn't take us too long, but we're making good money at the moment. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. £300 worth of boxes coming right up. She wants to trade. Okay, we've got... I don't know why I said that so weird. We've got a chance to flip. I'm going to try and offer 500 here. Quite, again, trying to lowball, but because she's coming in under market price, she might go for it. Then maybe we could sell at 700, so that'd be a £200 flip if she goes for 500, and she does. Fantastic. Okay, let's get that out there whilst we're still off the press. Don't look. Let's put that in a prime slot, I like to call. So let's go for 700. See if we can make some money on that. She's sticking around to buy some boxes as well. Fair play, but proving that our marketing strat for what we're trying to sell is working. Pretty much every customer, or at least every other customer, is throwing a box in their basket, and we're definitely making some good money with them. So let's zoom around the store and just pop these out for everybody, just so the next customer walking in gets a chance. I think we've undershot, by the way, how many boxes I should have brought there. I thought I did my maths pretty well, but I might have forgotten one. That's fine. Let's sell all of these, and let's hope to get some more boxes. We might move the stuff around in the store as well, just to make space, make the gaming tables a little bit less invasive on the shelving units. Okay, so my thoughts here. I know we can't fit... let's put that there. We can't fit 2 like lengthways like that, because the door over here is too invasive. But we can do it like that for now. It kind of looks neater. I don't know why I didn't do it to start with. Yeah, it makes sense. We can get shelving units going all the way down there for now when we start expanding. Yeah, we can get some more products out. Now, when I was looking at products, we had this nice little exclamation mark over the pay bills section. Now, we talked about this, I think, in the comments, and I don't think there was too much persuasion either way in terms of paying this straight away or waiting like a week to pay them. So I'm going to pay them as and when I kind of feel like coming across to pay them. I'm not going to pay it now because, just as a personal thing, it costs 371. It's going to take us below 2,000. I don't really want to do that until we've earned some more money. So we'll get a prompt probably to do it tomorrow. Again, you'll notice if you've got staff in the store and you've got a bigger store, it will cost, you got to pay the wages for the staff, and you've also got to pay for the increased size of the store for rent, as well as the electricity costs. So you'll notice every day we're flicking on around 4 o'clock the lights because it gets a bit dark. That all adds up to the bills you've got to pay here. And yeah, like I said, equally with rent, if you increase the size of the store in the Reno section. So the next one for us is £300. That will take away a segment, and we can pop some more stuff in it, but you've got more rent to pay. So again, logical stuff for a day-to-day store, or albeit expanding is a little bit more legwork to make a store bigger, I'd have thought. But yeah, we've also got some exciting stuff to look forward to. I'm not going to make much on that one. Sorry, mate. But yeah, also got this back room here. If we want to be a bit more savvy with stock in the future, then I typically use this as a stock room. For those that play the game, you'll know what I mean by that. But alternatively, we're not playing this game like I normally would, in the sense of a bit of collecting, bit of stock management. So we could use it potentially as another place to sell products. So we'll see what works best when we come to it. But at the moment, we're going to work up to shop level 10, and then we'll introduce some new exciting things into the store. Alright, as we're ticking through day 7 here, I want to set a little side challenge, side quest as it were, for you guys in the comments. I love trying to get you guys involved in our mission here. But this one's a little bit different, a little bit creative. So, as you see in the game, you've got some interestingly named TCG cards, such as one of these guys, Frizzard, a fiery lizard type creature, you would have thought. I would like to set a challenge for you. In the comments, the most liked comments will be the one I try and feature and do some random art for. But I would like to create our own TCG cards. So in the comments, if you could let me know an idea for a name of a creature that's not in the game, with its like elemental types. So in this, you've typically got fire, water, earth, air. I think stuff like dragon and extra stuff like similar to Pokemon. But if you could, in the comments, let me know a name and an elemental type for a card that you think would be cool for the game. I will then go off in between episodes and try and design a card, and I'll feature it at the start of the next episode and credit the guy or gal that came up with the idea. So let me know. Cool little idea, I thought. Let's get creative and let's pick out who has the most creative card. Okay, I spent a little bit more on boxes again because we're getting a little bit gappy on the shelves. Boxes have been absolutely a great investment so far. I wish, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think there's a way to see the products that have been doing the best in the store. Maybe that's something, if anyone's in with the devs, it's not me yet, maybe. If anyone knows a way to get some feedback to the devs, maybe we can implement something like that in the game at some point. Just a way to see what products are selling the best in your store, what your most popular items are, what your worst items are, if you're interested in that as well. I know you can see all the prices and everything that's affected, but it'd be really cool by the end of episode, whatever it gets to get to the million. It'd be awesome to do a little bit of a bit of nostalgia to look back and see what our best product is. At the moment, definitely looking like boxes is the way forward in terms of the most profitable thing. But hey, you never know. It might be, by the end of it, might be something different. So if there's a way, let me know, and we'll see if we can put a bit of feedback to try and get something different in the game. Because I know, as you can see, just by this roadmap on the right here, they're always looking to add some more stuff in. Even a playable TCG is the kind of end goal for this roadmap. But grading cars was a great idea. Decorating in the shop, trading cars, all this kind of stuff was definitely, I'm sure, fed back to the devs at some point. So maybe we can get something added in the future. And just as we get towards the end of the day, just ticked over 8 o'clock, I'm going to set aside some cards for us to rip at the end of the day. Maybe more than normal, but I'm going to fill up on the basics to fill the shelf and the rares to fill the other side of the shelf. And whatever we're left over with, we will get some for ourselves. So let's order, I think, 2 of those. £200. Still saying, still staying, sorry, I should say, well above the £2,000 mark, so we make sure we're not dipping too heavily. Let's get those down there. No, nothing left in the box. Yeah, most people coming into the store at the moment are interested in the game tables, but hopefully we can try and drop a hint that we're looking for more paying customers than game table players at the moment. Like I said, the tables aren't hugely profitable, despite the effect they have on prices sometimes. So 9 o'clock's coming up, so this guy should be heading out, I would have thought. There we go, thank you very much. And these two, about £13 between them. Like I said, not crazy. Time for a quick purchase. Basic card pack's a little expensive. Has that changed? Not really. I think that's a you problem, my man. That's a you problem, and that's not expensive, but will still drop £42. Thank you very much. There you go. Have a good evening. And yeah, I think that's going to be, as this chap heads out the store, that's going to be our lot for today. So let's do an end of day little pack opening. Let's see if we can hit something nice here. That'd be really, really nice to set us on our way for day 8. It's not looking good at the moment. Everything kind of well shy of the £5 mark. Sneaky little one at the end. Anything? Not quite. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's day 8. Again, day 7, sorry. Level 8. We're eking up our level and getting some more money. Let's see if we've done well on the spend and profit today. Slightly under. We have upgraded a little bit, and supply. We've definitely bought a load of boxes, so we're a little bit down today. But again, end of last episode was 2,000, so we're not looking to go any lower than that as a, rule of thumb, and here we are, day 8, just like that. I'm going to sneak in an extra day today compared to previous episodes, because, well, we're feeling generous. Why not? But we're going to, as before, rip some packs. Let's get a mixture. Let's get a mixture whilst people are coming in. Start the day with packs, end the day with packs. It's not a bad life, is it really? It's not a bad life. And I don't know why, but my brain's always tricked. In the sense that, like, I've bought the box, I put it on the shelf, but whenever I pull cards off the shelf to try and get a good single from, it doesn't feel like I've spent any money. It just feels like, oh, hello. Nice full art, £76.48. Nearly £100. Might even be able to sell it for that much. That's a nice little pull. And to end, got a few basic card packs. Someone waiting with a box. There we go. So, yeah, nice little full art to start the day. That's not bad. 46 to 78. No, thanks. That's going to take too much. Look at these boxes being sold, by the way. Great little... look at that. £143 without a single being sold there. Fantastic bit of profit we can make. But speaking of, let's put the full art out. And we've got a few... We've got a few to put out as well. So, let's get these gaps plugged. Not all of them, but we'll go, not £100, that's a bit much, but 85 is fine. We'll go for 12 and less for the rest of these guys. Boxes, boxes, boxes. £125, thank you very much. A few singles here and some more boxes as well. Another £78 sale. The sale's not only for the money, but at this point I'm really excited to get to level 10. And, the more money you make from sales, the more, cars that are worth more in packs, the higher your XP gain. So, we're trying to eke up, and I'm hoping by the end of the day, we'll feature some more products from the workbench. Whilst we're waiting for that, and he's going to kill me for doing this, I haven't seen too many fails in this game, but this is definitely up there. So, Scotty, sorry to feature you, buddy. But this trade offer that I'm putting on the screen now, hopefully, see if you can spot what's wrong with it before I drop Y in a second. But we've got what looks like a fairly classic trade. He's accepted the trade, but this is horrific. I mean, if I did this in the store if I had enough money to do it, this could have ruined the entire series and set us back, weeks worth of game time. Because offering that much money over what the card's actually worth, just a little slip of the finger before you accepted, that's an absolute horror show. So, there you go, Scotty. Sorry, mate, but had to be done. Okay, I think we're at the point now where I want to make sure we get to level 10 in this episode. So, I'm going to do a big set of card rips during this shopping day. So, I'm going to buy, firstly, some more boxes just to restore the gaps we got on the shelf. There's not too many. But I'm also going to buy a few more rare packs Not only to hopefully hit something good, but I really want to see, not those, I really want to see the level go up. And every time we open a pack, we'll be getting some more XP from that. So let's get these, let's just fill the gaps first. There we go, no more space on the shelf. We've got 2 more boxes of those. £25, no problem, sir. And let's just sort these customers out, because as soon as I say it goes quiet, everybody starts walking in like it's nobody's business, of course. But yeah, we'll fill up the shelves and get the stock sorted. And then we'll be right back and we'll be ripping into lots of cards. So I'll probably feature the best hits that we get. Nice £110 sale there for one of our cards. Yeah, I'll feature the best hits. Yeah, we'll be right back. Wow. Muffler. EX foil, I'm assuming £710.83. That's a great little pull. I'm going to be featuring pretty much all the pulls we've got from this pack opening. That's probably going to be up there at one of our best, I would have thought. Great little card, that Muffler. Muffleur. And another one, Mumog, a £450.78. We definitely haven't run out of luck with the card pack gods. I mean, they're doing some work for us over the last kind of few levels of the shop. I mean, to get a few, 3-figure cards, well, obviously one all in one pack, but that's a great little set of cards. So we've still got plenty of cards left to rip here, but I'm just going to put some of the ones that we've pulled out on the shelf here. So let's get these off the front facing side, because overall we've got a 710, 451, 137, and then a few that are just shy of 100 and a bit lower. So we'll get all these put out, and we'll hopefully make a bit more money selling those on as well. Those are going to have to go on the back. Okay, and there it is. As we've still got these two guys playing in the shop, and we've got through a box of card packs there. We've still got one. We'll probably save that for tomorrow morning. We've hit level 10, which is exactly what we wanted. I'll leave that box there, actually. We've still got a few cards that we pull, so just, 60, 30, 20 odds. These are all, they're starting to go up in price, the better pulls that we're getting. And still with the limited, packs that we've got, these are what I think are pretty good pulls. I mean, correct me if you think I'm overhyping it, but I feel like it's really good for the level we're at. So I'm excited for where we're going and the trajectory we're on. But at level 10, I've been saying about the workbench. So I'm going to see if I can move these over a little bit more. There we go. I want to make space for this. We're at £3,732, which is a great little level for the money as well, because this item here, the workbench, £1,000, we're going to buy it immediately. So that takes us down to 2,732, which is still more than we finished last episode as a rule of thumb. I'm going to put it in this corner here. And let's have a look at the space on the shelves, because we're going to have to make some space for what I'm about to show you. So we'll move these and get all of those. And we'll put them, sneak them down here. They're not the best. Not going to make us the most money. So we'll keep them down and out the way. Put those up there. And we'll pick you two up and start filling some gaps here. So one in there, two down there, and we've got loads of space here. So as I'm moving these rare cards down a level, we're probably not going to fill all the gaps. I will do another stock take at the end of the day after this. But the workbench is all about your duplicates. So here we go. This workbench will set you off at... The card expansion is Tetramon base. Again, if you've opened different card types, you can change that as well. Any rarity, so that includes all of your duplicates. But what this does is it randomly selects 100 low-value cards from the price that you set. Very important. We'll get to that. From your album, and bulk them into a bulk card box. Now, again, I've only tried this particular price range, but it works for me every time. So it sets minimum price from 1 pence to 50p. I like to slide this up to £1 in value to keep the same colour box, and it will bundle a white box of all your duplicates. And this is a very sellable product, so all of those extra cards that you haven't you know, been able to sell that are low value, everything, you know, very, very cheap, goes into one of these boxes, and you can sell them. I mean, this is great. Like, you know, £12, I think I'm going to say, and it's straight profit. These are cards that you've already got, and you're making 100% on the price that you set here above the market price. So we will get some more of these boxed up, and I'll put the rest of these on the shelves. Just like that. There we go. So we've got 10 boxes of duplicates. So we're talking, what, about 1,000 cards there, at least, that have gone on the shelf that we're selling for £12. So we could probably make, you know, about £120 off that if all of them sell. But what's the most exciting thing about this particular workbench strategy is that as soon as you start playing with these minimum prices and maximum prices, the bundle boxes go way up in value. So if you didn't know this, I hope this helps you out with your store as well. I know I've spoken to a few mates of mine who didn't know this until very late game. So this might help even the more experienced players. But if you slide this up to £1, which is why I did it as a maximum of £1 last time, so we'll go 99p. And if you slide this up to the next bracket, I'm going to put it at £2. The boxes change to yellow colour to show more valuable cards. So we'll see if we can get a few of these done. There's only enough for one, so that's absolutely fine. Because as soon as you put the yellow ones on, it's a different price to the white bulk boxes. And these ones are market price valued at £72.24. So we're going to try and sell each of those boxes at £80. All the better for opening packs and getting duplicates. We don't mind duplicates at all, because this is exactly where you can make your money back from. I don't think I've got too many of the next prices up, but as you saw the scale from the white box to the yellow box. The boxes going from the yellow box upwards, I think it goes purple and then red. So the purple ones go from £2 to £3, roughly. We don't have any of those. And then well, we don't have any, but £3 to £5. You can sell those for an outrageous amount of money. So just to give you an idea, I'm going to go to the TCG price to show you what these boxes can be sold for. And here you go. So yeah, market price, we're selling them about £12. We're selling that one about £80. But then you're going into triple figures, like 130 for the market price, 250 for these ones. So you can make a lot of money just by selling your best cards, getting your duplicates together and putting them in these colour boxes. A great way to make some extra cash. And that takes us to the end of the day. What I'm going to do is fill out, probably in the morning, these extra shelving units with some more boxes, these blue basic boxes. We might even look at getting the license open for the rare orange boxes. Let's have a little sneak peek. So we've got the level to get these, £500 to get the license though. So we might sell a bit more before we unlock that. And then we'll get the next level boxes out on the shelf. We've got to pay our bills as well. Our card singles are all out, and we've got a few big ones still to sell, waiting for those wealthy customers coming in. But that's going to be the end of the episode. Thank you very much. That's day 8 done and dusted. This is our daily report for the last day. Let's see if we're in the green. Just about in the green. Final total is £2,732.78. So you should have episode 1, 2 and 3. I'm going to try and keep all 3 on the screen for you. We'll have a little chart going down the right hand side here now, just to show our progress on a day-to-day, episode-to-episode, and hopefully we can take that all the way up to 1 million. But thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. Keep showing the love. It's been amazing starting this series and getting the YouTube channel going. Loads of people watching. But thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next episode. Have a good day. Bye-bye.